Welcome to Who Knows, the channel where we take you on fun, nostalgic trips through pop culture and beyond. Today, we're setting our sights on the sci-fi classic Buck Rogers in the 25th century. Back in the late 70s and early 80s, kids were glued to their TVs every week, tuning in for space adventures and futuristic action. Why? Because the massive success of Star Wars opened the floodgates for anything sci-fi. And Buck Rogers swooped in with laser guns, snappy one-liners, and some serious galactic swagger. Creating a big-budget sci-fi TV show in the 80s was nothing short of a cosmic challenge. Special effects were crafted with miniatures, matte paintings, and practical effects, not the slick CGI we have today. Every laser blast and starship scene required careful choreography and a hefty production budget. Shows like Buck Rogers had to balance epic storytelling with tight deadlines and network demands, all while keeping viewers glued to their screens. Plus, sci-fi costumes and sets didn't come cheap, and when they didn't work, they could easily veer into campy territory. But when everything clicked, the result was pure TV magic that transported audiences light years from their living rooms. Let's blast off into 10 fun facts about Buck Rogers in the 25th century. Fact 1, a Star Wars connection. Believe it or not, Buck Rogers was developed after the runaway success of Star Wars. The show even borrowed some special effects experts from George Lucas's team to bring space battles to life. Fact 2, Gil Gerard's audition. Gil Gerard, who played Buck, got the role after charming producers with his natural charisma. No spacesuit required. Fact 3, a surprising pilot film. The pilot episode of the series was actually released as a full-length feature film in theaters before airing on TV. Fact 4, Twiki the Scene Stealer. Twiki, Buck's robotic sidekick, became a fan favorite for his quirky bitty 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 catchphrase. Fact 5, Wilma Deering's transformation. Wilma Deering, played by Erin Gray, was a groundbreaking female character who went from damsel in distress in the early serials to a tough-as-nails space commander. Fact 6, Draconian villains. The evil Draconians, led by Princess Ardala, brought plenty of tension and elaborate space battles. Fact 7, costume budget blowout. The show's futuristic costumes and elaborate sets were part of why it had one of the highest production budgets on TV at the time. Fact 8, a showbiz crossover. Many Hollywood guest stars made appearances on Buck Rogers, including Gary Coleman from Different Strokes. Fact 9, the 1981 reboot. The second season of the show introduced a storyline shift where Buck and the crew searched for lost human colonies. Fact 10, Buck's lasting legacy. Buck Rogers paved the way for sci-fi shows that followed, remaining a cult favorite for fans of retro space adventures. Buck Rogers in the 25th century had a thrilling start, but faced a rocky journey that ultimately led to its end. After a promising first season filled with action-packed adventures and futuristic charm, creative shifts and network pressures dramatically changed the tone in Season 2. The show's move toward a more Star Trek-inspired format, complete with Buck and Hawk roaming space on a starship, alienated much of the original audience. Ratings dropped, and despite Gil Gerard's efforts to steer the show back on course, it was canceled. For a deep dive into the behind-the-scenes drama, check out the insightful two-part article bringing up Buck in Starlog magazine. It's a must-read for any true fan. What was your favorite fact, and what would you like to see in a future video? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching Who Knows, where curiosity knows no bounds. So subscribe and keep watching. Who knows what you might discover? By the way, why did Buck and Hawk make a great team? Because Buck had the charm and Hawk always winged it. See you in the next video.